Well, hey guys, I did show up. I'm just a few minutes early, but that's okay. I see we've got a few people in here. We've got David Fisherman, and we've got Mr. Joe Jackson. Hello, Reverend Jackson. Let's see, we've got Jovita. Let's see, is that it? I think that's it, guys, so far. So good. Today, guys, we're going to do things a little different. As you can see, we're still in the kitchen, but well, it may or may not come out. I don't know. But I'm going to attempt to make a snack while we're doing this. And you guys will just have to hang in there with me. Maybe it'll come out and maybe it won't. So y'all hang in there. We'll give everybody a few more minutes because, like I say, I'm about 4 minutes early on this live. Hope all of y'all are doing good. Mr. Joe, how much snow do you guys have? We have no snow, but they are predicting the sleet and snow to hit tonight. And if it does hit, we're going to be in bad shape here. We are been running around here like a little chicken with our head cut off, trying to get everything done, get the lights, make sure the light's on for the chicken pen, check on the light on the well, and it's still on. Sometimes the switch on it, I guess the plastic and stuff gets to moving around, guys, and the switch knocks it off. And so I wanted to make darn sure tonight because it's already 24 degrees here. And they're predicting about 18 tonight. So I don't know how we're going to handle this, but we're going to do the best we can, guys. Anyway, get back down here to the bottom. See what's going on. There's Miss Wheat. Hey, Wheat, how are you, hon? Guys, we are going to attempt to make a snack tonight. And we're going to see how it goes. And like I say, it might mess up. If it does, y'all just laugh at me like everybody else does. Well, like I say, it is super cold. The wind is blowing here, and us folks down here in Georgia don't know how to handle this cold weather. I went out today and hurried back in and got my gloves because my little fingertips was freezing. And I said, don't be doing that again until it warms back up, because I haven't been wearing gloves. I've only worn them one time before today. But tonight, when I went out there to turn the light on, just got back from turning the light on out at the greenhouse. And I wanted to make sure that it was on since the temperatures dropped so much. Of course, it's a little warmer in there just naturally. And then we got the outside layer of the greenhouse. And then we got the inside layer where most of my flowers are. So hopefully, doggone it, these things will make it. If they don't, we'll start over. I've done it many times. Jovita, what's the temperature there? When I was looking at Jared's video, I saw that he was out, had 2 sweat jackets and a boggin and everything else on. Bless his heart. Y'all about to freeze death down there, aren't you? This South Texas stuff is, y'all can't handle this cold. You just can't handle it. We're going to give it a few more minutes and wait till at least till 9 o'clock, which is when we're actually supposed to start this live before we start on our little snack, guys. Today, we're going to make a little snack. It can be a snack or a breakfast treat or just whatever. You can use a lot more things than what I'm going to use. But anyway, not quite time yet. Got the boys put up. 43 degrees. Feels like it's 36. Holy moly. And raining. Oh, guys, you may have sleet and snow by in the morning then. I think it'll have to warm up here for us to get any snow. Usually it snows here around between 30 and 40 degrees. And if it does snow, like I say, that it's just a chance you take. We never know. Wait says it's warm there because she's inside. Have you got Charlie on a potty pad where he won't have to take him out in the middle of the night, girl? Hey, Mr. Troy Sutton, how are you? Glad to have you. Had to cover every plant on his property. I bet he did cover everything. I know he was talking about wrapping his fruit trees and all, and I hope that works. I used to wrap all my banana trees and all, and that got really old. I would put wire baskets around them, and then I'd stuff them with straw. And, that's a lot of pine straw when you go to raking that much pine straw. and putting it in there. But anyway, it was a job, and it was good until I had about 25 banana trees wrapping every year, and I said, heck with this. It wasn't worth it for those real good. They were good bananas, but it wasn't worth that much work. 71 and warm and dry here in the house too. But real don't want to discuss the outdoor temperatures. I bet Jerry did. Bless his heart. He's such a treat. He is so much fun to hang out with and watch, y'all guys. If you don't watch him, you should. All right. Well, we're going to attempt to get started here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see what I'm doing, because I'm going to have to move I got this on my laptop, so I have to move my laptop, and I hope y'all understand that it's going to be back and forth. But anyway, what we need to do this little treat is we need some crescent rolls. I've already opened these up and started getting them warmed up. We're going to need some cream cheese, and we're going to need some kind of jam or jelly. I've used apple butter before, and this is strawberry. If I can get it to turn around, this is just a strawberry jam. What we're going to do is we're going to take these crescent rolls. We're going to spray our pan here with some spray stuff, just like that, guys. And we're going to lay our sheets of crescent roll on our pan just like this. And I'll move y'all so you can see that in just a second. Move it up some. Ain't gonna be enough room on this thing. But see how it turns out, guys. You might get bored. I don't know. I just thought we'd try to do something a little different tonight. About got it. All right. And our next step is to slice up our cream cheese. And I've got it sliced up. I'm just going to do about a 1/4 inch chunks. And we're going to lay these chunks right on our crescent rolls on the thickest end here. Each slice. I might could set y'all down a little bit. Let me set y'all down and see if y'all can see what I'm doing here. Oh, yeah. You can see what I'm doing there. All right. We're going to lay these slices in here. Just like this. We'll try these in a few minutes once we get all of this done and get them out of the oven. See what y'all think about them. Anyway, it has been super cool here, guys. We aren't used to it. I got my sweatpants on. Got my sweatpants on. I'm trying to stay warm. The dogs have been a fussing today. That darn Rosie has come in heat, folks. And she and Casper have been driving me nuts all day. So I don't know. I'm back. Can y'all see me? I hope I'm back. All right. I bought 3 big packages of 12 and hand warmers. Let's see. So I have to go at 11 a.m. All right, guys. This won't take long. Now we're going to take our jam here. And we're just going to fill it in here. I'll put a little jam on each one of these, right down the middle. We're almost through. This is it. I've already got my oven on at 350. I'm going to attempt to do this, guys, and use pepperoni and onions and cheese and all that, and see if I can make some snacks, like, you know, some little pizza snacks or whatever, crescent roll snacks like that. All right, we may have too much on here, but we're going to attempt this. We're just going to take this and we're just going to keep on wrapping it. Wrap it just like that. Might have put too much on. We're going to see what we can do with it. This one doesn't have as much, quite as much. Stick them all together just like this, guys. Oops. Since I'm going to be the one eating them, Joey and I'm not going to worry about whether my hands get kissed or whatever. Yeah, I put a little too much on here, but that's okay. It's always better when it's even good. So I've been told. All right, here we go. We have just about got them, guys. Just about got them. Then I'll be able to pay a little bit more attention to y'all. To get these suckers in the oven. They'll be ready in about 15 minutes. All right, we got them ready. We're going to pop them in the oven at 350 degrees. Woo. Wipe my hands off. Set this timer because I'm the world's worst about leaving stuff in the oven. All right. Now then, we're going to give that a little while and see how it comes out, guys. I know they're going to be a little messy because I added too much stuff on there. But hopefully that won't be too bad. There we got Rainy Ridge. Hey, guys. Hoping to see you guys in Oklahoma this year. Or not Missouri. At the Missouri meetup. Planning on it anyway. Hey, Darian. How are you, Darren? Guys, I am going to the meetup that they do, and it's in Helen, Georgia every year. And it's in March, and I can't wait to be there. Darren, if you want to make a post, I will click it so it'll show up on the screen so folks will know the exact dates. What is it, the 6th and the 7th or something like that? Anyway, I went last year. We had a wonderful time. What Missouri meetup? Jan at Simply Jan, her and a couple of other crew up that way, put on a meetup every year. And I think this is probably their third or fourth year, maybe. And I went last year and had a great time. So I'm hoping to go back this year, guys. I'm going to move us. I don't know if the thing will reach. If it'll reach. I'm going to move it right over here. There we go. We don't have a very good background here, but anyway, that'll be all right. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's the 7th through the 9th. I'm sorry, I was a couple of days off there. We would all been there. We'd just been a day early, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he sent me a picture today, guys, of all of us, a lot of us, it wasn't everybody, but a lot of us standing up on the sidewalk there at the ice cream parlor where we get the ice cream that we get. And you'll have to look at his channel to find out what that's all about. But it is really good, guys. It is really good. So everybody ought to try that ice cream out if you've never tried it. Check out his channel. It's Magnificent Germany with Darren. Yes, yes, I guess this is Tina. We did have a really good time. I did anyway. Have you guys already? Yes, spaghetti eyes. I have not already gotten a campsite, but I'm going to try to get one. I'm assuming we're still going to be in the same area there at Palm de Terra. I have not seen Jan's channel where she's talking all about it, but I need to get me a campsite closer by because I was way down at the bottom of the hill last time. And the only spot I could get had 2 spots. So I paid 2 prices for the darn thing. It was ridiculous. They claimed that the park was booked up. If it was, they canceled all of them because about half of them were empty, wasn't they all? But that's okay. It's too cold for ice cream right now. I don't know, baby. When I'm inside and warm, I can eat some ice cream now. I love ice cream. You can look at me and tell I like to eat, guys. You can look at me and tell. Yeah, we've I got that timer. I got it sitting over there on the stove, guys. We're in a bad spot, but I got my propane heater lit, guys, because it is cold. And Joey's got the fire going in the living room and the buck stove, and so that triggers the thermostat and makes it think that the house is warm. So if I don't have this heater lit in here, I freeze back here in this end of the house. As you can see, it's just barely 60 on that thermometer over there in here now. But that's probably from where I went outside. But anyway, it's okay when you're up moving around, but you get a sitting here doing something. 17 degrees. Ooh, girl. Bet you guys are cold. I couldn't stand it. I'd be wrapped up in every quilt in the house. I got them old quilts my grandmama made, you know. And a lot of her quilts, I found the tops and the bottoms. She had the flannel pieces that she had cut and already sewed together. And she had tops, but she had not quilted them together. And so I had to quilt them together. And it was so nice to have those already made. So I got a few older ones, but most of the quilts that I have are new. But I had to do the inside, you know, the putting the cotton batting or whatever inside there. Ooh, last night it was 8. Ooh, goodness gracious, girl. I know y'all are cold. I don't know how y'all stand it out there. Whew, it is too cold for me. I would never go out. My chickens would just have to stay in there and starve if they didn't have food. If I was expecting that kind of temperature, them suckers would get a big old bucket full of corn just dumped in there, and they could eat corn to their heart's delight. Because I wouldn't want to be going back and forth to feed them every day. Them doggone chickens will drive you nuts. We let them out every day, but if it got that cold, they probably wouldn't be coming out of that pen out there. But anyway, whew, I'd be scared. I'd be scared to death. We've got down pretty doggone cold here. It's gotten down in my lifetime, you know, and like I say, I'm 65, but in my lifetime, it has gotten down in the single digits here. But that's been many, many years ago. And we probably had 6 or 8 inches of snow and ice. And then, of course, it froze and thawed a little bit and froze. And then it was just packed. In fact, I'll tell y'all a story about when I was a little girl. We lived in this house that was my great-grandmother's home place. And it was just a little it wasn't like a shotgun house, but it was just a long house, and it had 3 rooms, and then it had a big porch on the front, and then a screened in porch on the back. And that's where her boys all slept, on that screened in porch on the back, which it was wood up to way above my head at that time, because, you know, I was a little kid. But anyway, it was Christmas time, and it was super cold, super, super cold. It was one of the coldest winters that we had had. And I didn't know it, but someone had an accident up on the highway. And so they came and got my dad, and they had run over a dog. Wasn't our dog, but it was a dog. And so they come, and my mother talked my daddy into bringing the dog back to the house, because she's like me. She loved animals. And they brought the dog back to the house while I was asleep. And they brought the dog and put him in my room, because I had a room by myself. How I got that, I don't know. All the rest of them slept in the big room. My mama, my little sister, and my brother all slept in the big room at night. They had a heater, but I didn't have a heater in my room. And we had a goldfish up. I had a pet goldfish. It was in a little bowl up on the mantle, and the goldfish bowl froze, and little goldfish froze in there. So the next morning, my mom got up, and she seen that the goldfish was froze, and she took it and set it in the other room where it was warmer, and it thawed out, and it started swimming around again, guys. But to get back to my story, I know I'm kind of dingy, guys. To get back to my story, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I kept hearing something. And I was looking over there, you know, and you're a little kid, your imagination just goes wild. And all I could see was this something in the room. And I just knowed it was one of, and it was scaring me to death. I could see them little eyes looking at me. And then I knew it was brown, because there was a little bit of a moon, you know, and I could see the moon shining in the window there, the light. And I could see it, but I couldn't tell what it was. And, you know, like I say, I'm just a little bitty kid. So at that time, I probably wasn't. Well, when we moved from there, I was in the 2nd grade. So, and this was years before then. So I may have been 4 or 5 years old at the most. And so I was so excited, and I kept thinking, well, Santa Claus is going to come back and get his reindeer anytime, you know. And of course, he never come back and got it the next morning. I realized it was a dog. I was so disappointed, because sometime during the night I fell asleep. But anyway, let's see. Missed something about a lake. Rainy Ridge says they are ready for summer, and my husband is too, guys. The cold bothers him a whole lot worse than it does me. He is one of those people that can stand out there in 110 degrees outside and is just happy as a pig in slop. When it's that hot, I can't stand it. I can't breathe. But he can, so he loves it when it gets that cold, but not me. Anyway. I don't know what the 4.5 whatever is talking about, guys. So y'all got me lost here. I must have lost something along the way. But anyway, yeah, guys, I did have some crazy ideas back then when I was a kid. It's funny to think about now. Thinking about you know, where I came up that it was a reindeer, and why the reindeer would have been in the house and in my bedroom. I don't have a clue. But anyway, I just knowed. Now it ain't been 15 minutes, has it? Or 12 minutes. I'm gonna go right here. Guys, let's see what it looks like. No, not yet. Not yet. All right, we're back. Not yet, not yet. But yeah, where do you come up with stuff like that? I have no clue, but that's what I did, and I just noted, and I was so excited. Okay, 4.5-hour drive from Palm de Terra. Okay. Well, guys, you ought to come. You ought to come. We enjoyed it. We had a really good time. We had the, you know, the area where the picnic tables and the covered, whatever that thing's called. We had it, they had it leased for the day. I rented for the day or whatever. And we got over there and everybody had a good time. We cooked and everybody had great time. We had all kinds of giveaways. We had giveaways. Everybody there got something that wanted something, and then we started over. There was so many things. Some people got 2 or 3 things, some people didn't, but everybody got something if they wanted some. That's just the way it was. We had so much stuff there. But we had a great time. There was a lot of I can't even remember how many people were there. Not quite as many as the year before. The year before they had 40, I can't even remember how many people, but this time there was a little bit less because there was some rain that came in before then, and it was supposed to rain that weekend, and a lot of people just did not come in, or may have been there was a tornado. It was some kind of bad weather, and people just kind of decided that they did not want to come in, take a chance, I guess, and camp it out too. You know how that goes. Some people have campers. I have a camper that I drag around when I go, but anyway. Reverend Joe said that was David's distance. His is longer, and I don't feel ready to start that long walks yet. I know how you feel, Mr. Joe. I can't imagine. That's a pretty good walk. But there was a lady that she was 66 or 67, and she decided she wanted to walk the Appalachian Trail. And she walked the whole thing. All she left was with her tennis shoes and a change of clothes, and she left, and she made it. But she said it was a lot rougher than what she thought it would be. But she went back several years after that and did it again. I can't even think of her name now. If I can look it up, I will tell y'all that on the next live that I do, because she was an older lady, my age. So, and she was a farm lady. She had worked all her life in a farm. So, I think she ended up giving the farm to her children. And that's how she ended up getting free of the farm, where she could actually do that. And that's something that she had wanted to do. And everybody kept talking about hiking the Appalachian Trail. And this was back years and years ago. And she did it, and it was just phenomenal. And she had so much fun doing it. She did it several other times after that. So it's just amazing to me that people have that kind of stamina. But I'm sure she had a rough life anyway. She lived through the Depression and all that. So she was probably used to, from daylight till dark, hard work, and then doing all the kitchen chores and all that too, or house cleaning and all that on top of it, that you had to do back in those days. But anyway, Mr. Joe, I got a kick out of that. That was funny. Well, I'm hoping this turns out, guys. We're going to give it about 5 more minutes. I'm going to look here at the top. Okay, we are at 28:17 so far. I've been in here that long. But we'll see how it turns out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll have to see. But anyway, my granddaughter has been working on some Valentine projects that she's working on, and she has made some wooden door stops of 2 swans together with their heads coming in together like this, and she's got them all painted up. She cut it all out by herself, sanded all the edges, and has painted them, and they look really beautiful. So I'm going to be showing y'all one of those, and probably on my next live. And she's going to sell them. She's trying to get her up some money. I don't know what she's going to sell them for, but I'll tell folks if any of y'all are interested. Most of the time, she's trying to get people around here that know where to buy them, so she won't have to pay shipping on them. But she's so funny. And she has been working on these things, guys, for a while. And now she's stopped. She got the swans done. And so now she's going to do she's got some hearts, some big hearts that she's got cut out. And they're scalloped. All along the edges of them are scalloped. And she's cutting all this stuff out with a jigsaw, because my little small saw that I had that you would have been able to cut that wood good with, just the motor's locked up on it. You know, it's been sitting out there in that old shop forever, and it's not the temperature controlled and all that stuff. So, hello, Miss Sheila. Huh, I hate that, Sheila. Dang, girl. I know how it goes, though, guys. I will say, you know, it'll pop up and tell me that somebody's got a live going. But late in the evenings, my husband thinks I should spend time with him, guys. So it's really hard for me to pay attention to a lot of the lives that come on late in the evenings, because he wants me to sit there and watch TV with him or whatever late in the evenings. You know how that goes. It's the only time we really spend a whole lot of time together, so I can't complain. Anyway, so we've been piddling around here trying to get a little bit done, trying to get ready for this, but she's been working diligently. She was out there today just cutting those scallops on her little hearts. And I told her, I says, what are you doing out here this late? Because it done got dark. And she was still cutting with that little jig. I give her my jigsaw. And it's an old Black & Decker jigsaw that I've had forever too, guys. I've got that thing back in, God, probably the 70s or 80s. It's been around that long, but it's doing a good job for her. What can I say? But anyhow, so she's got it, and she's been cutting them out and working on them. She said, I got to get them all cut out because it's going to be too cold to come out here and cut the rest of them out tomorrow. I said, yep, it sure is. Might have snow and ice on the porches too, you know, sat on the porch. In fact, she was on the front porch cutting them out. So I know her mom's going to go, you're going to get all this mess up off my porch. But anyway, I thought it was funny. I said, she's following in my footsteps, poor kid, messing up, getting in trouble. Anyway, but we're going to check these things again, guys. See what we got. I don't know if you guys can see. Starting to brown. Let me see. My oven light quit working, guys. So, they're smelling really good. Oh, yeah. Looking real. Oh, look at that, guys. We'll let these things cool a minute and we'll see how they taste. Anyway. So I'm excited about that, folks. Excited about that. Yeah, Sheila, check and make sure you're still subscribed. I know there was a couple of mine that the notification bell was not lit up anymore. So I had to go back in and click those because like my main channels that I watch, a couple of them were, I was still subscribed to them, but the notification bell wasn't on. And, you know, I like so many channels and know so many people up that way that I try to support them. But gosh, you know, sometimes I'll have them on when I'm doing stuff around here and I don't really get to pay attention to them as much. Like when I'm cooking or something, I'll have it on, you know, playing and I can hear it in the background. But you know how that goes when you're trying to cook or you're dusting or trying to clean up the house some. But don't look at this mess back behind us, guys. It's a mess. These are some papers that my husband gives his stock stuff that my husband's got to give to his son. We set it up there so we won't forget it. It's on the candle holder. But everything else in here and this house is cluttered, so that's just the way it is, guys, at our house. It's the way it is. But we have been having a wonderful time trying to get things done. The chickens and sheep and everything are doing good. The mama sheep, that's the biggest, guys. And I mean, she is plump. She looks like if she has just twins, she's going to have some big old babies. I hope she's able to carry them, have them. I think she may have triplets. That's how big she is. I mean, she is huge. But she's starting to bag up. So I'm excited about that. I just hope to God that the babies don't come no time real soon. Usually once they start bagging up like that, it takes them maybe 3-4 weeks, about 3 weeks from the time they start bagging up. And this has just started in the last week, maybe. And so I'm hoping that she will make it on until February, you know, maybe around Valentine's Day or something. Hopefully, you know, hopefully it won't be as cold as it is right now. Because last year, one of my sheep had a baby and she didn't get it cleaned up good. It was her first time having one and she didn't get it cleaned up good. The little thing, like, it froze. And it was the prettiest little thing. had the most beautiful colors on it, and none of my others, all my others are plain, you know, except for her, and she's got the black head. And so, you know, she's the handicapped one. She's my handicap baby. I took her in, didn't intend for her to get pregnant, but she got that way. And she did a good job. She just didn't get that baby cleaned up good enough. She had his little face and all cleaned up. She didn't get it all off of his body and all. And his little body was froze, I guess. It was super cold. It was like 20 degrees the night she had it. So don't take too long. She did have it in the barn, you know, where she should have. And I did have a light out there, but I guess the other sheep bullied her, and she had it way up in the corner, way away from the light. So this time I'm going to try to separate them when I see them starting to get real doggone big. And usually if you really watch them, you can tell when they're about to start dripping. In fact, most of the time, if I can get close enough to them and check them good, I can feel it or get them to start. Anyway. Okay. Well, then you got notifications. I don't know why it's not giving it to you, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, because if that bell is black, it should be on there. Should be telling you about it, but you know how that goes. You know what? It may be the difference in our time zones, because a lot of times these time zones, guys, trying to expose myself to y'all. These time zones are confusing even to these AI crap. These people that are supposed to be smarter than I am. Anyway, computers and all that stuff, and they're a whole lot smarter than I am, believe me. But anyway, I don't think I cut the oven off, guys. Let me see. Nope, I didn't. We're going to slide back over here, and we're going to attempt to take one of these off of here. Let's see what they taste like, guys. That looks good. They're not sticking, except for right where the jam came out, where the strawberry jam come out. Oh, yeah. That is pretty, guys. Look at that. That one sealed up like it should have. Some of these look pretty raunchy. But anyway, we're going to let them cool just a minute longer, and then we're going to try those things out. So, anyway, my grandfather had this picture of the Lord's Supper, and it was a huge picture of the Lord's Supper. And I don't know if the thing was worth anything or not. I know it's older than I am, and I'm 65. So, but anyway, it fell and broke. And so I'm going to take it next week after this cold spell and take it to somewhere and see if they can do something with it. Maybe get it reframed. It did tear a little strip on the picture itself, but you know, it's just a memory that we've had, that I remember. It's been here, like I say, all my life. Yeah, a little powdered sugar would be good. In fact, I thought about mixing up some cream, you know, and putting it right on the top of, not whipped cream, but like you know, like donut icing, whatever. So with powdered sugar and a little vanilla and a little dab of water, and mix it all up and let these cool and drizzle it back and forth on there. I think that would be really good. But powdered sugar would probably top it off real good. These things are right doggone hot still. I was gonna try one, but I'm gonna have to let it cool off for a minute. All right, guys. Maybe I can try this one. Oh my God, that is good, guys. So if you've not tried this, try it. You can try it, do it with a lot of other things besides besides, well, thank you, honey. That's Jan hollering at me. I was telling everybody about your meetup, Jan. Some of the people did not know about it. The avid fisherman was asking me about it. If you would tell them while you're in here, Jan, tell them the dates for your meetup at Pomme de Terre, if you're still in here. Oh my God, that is good, guys. Oh, that's good. Mm. Oh, those things can make you sick. Make you want to slap your mama. I bet that would be good with some warm, the nice vanilla ice cream on top of it too, guys. I think that would be real good. I don't know if Jan got that. Jan, did you get my message? She may not have heard me, guys. She may not have heard me. I've got it wrote down, but I've got it wrote down in the other room, so I can't tell you about it. Doggone it. The dates. It's in June. It seems like it's like the first week of June. Tina, if you haven't, there's Jan. Let's see, 6th through the 8th. All right. Well, that was where the 6th through the 8th come in. I knew it was something first week. Okay. And she says there are 300 to 400 campsites. Cool. I'm going to have to get with you and find out what campsite you guys are in because I don't remember the numbers or anything so that I can get there. The Pittsburgh campsites. Okay. I'm going to try to get up a little closer to the camp, but where everybody hangs out this time, Jan. Anyway, and I'm going to try to do Mid-America meetup too. And I'm also I'm going to be doing the one in Helen, Georgia in March. And then in April, I believe I'm going to be doing the one that is going to be in Savannah, Georgia. I can't think of it. It is Soil Expo. That's the name of it. And so I am hoping that I can get to that one. I wanted to do the one there in Texas, but I don't think I'm going to make it that far, that many trips. So anyway, I know that Mid-America is in May. And I don't remember the dates, guys. You know how I am, brain dead. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try to get all these things up and have them up for next week so I can let everybody know the dates and times and whatever and the areas. You know how it is. Anyway, but guys, we've been on here 40-something minutes. Can't believe it. We've been jabbering all this time. Wish y'all would try these if you have not. It's a really cheap, easy snack. It's something that we enjoy here at our house. Made them a little messy, tried to get in too big a hurry, I guess, but I didn't want to. Okay, Jan, we will see you. Hopefully, we will see you at Mid-America. Hopefully, I'll see you in Missouri also for yours. Anyway, but guys, I'm not going to keep this thing going any longer tonight because it is cold. I'm going to get out here and make sure I've got everything buttoned up. Yeah, 16th through the 18th on our anniversary. Can't make it. Oh my goodness, I hate that, Tina. Dang. Well, happy anniversary anyway. I hope you guys have a great anniversary. But we're going to get out of here. I just wanted to tell y'all, Jan's meetup is at Pomme de Terre State Park in Missouri. And it is, as Tina said, it is in June. And anyway, whatever the dates are, I will try to let y'all know next time. And also, Sheila, I talked to the people on the cruise, the Alaskan cruise, and the only spots that they have left are at the very front of the boat or the very back of the boat in the bottom of the boat or way down, you know. And that's the ones that are doing this the whole time, you know, because if you're not somewhere in the center part of the boat, you're going to really feel it up here on the ends. And I just don't think I can handle that. So I just wanted to let you know that I won't be able to do that Alaskan cruise, but I would love to do an Alaskan cruise. My grandkids are talking about doing one. My daughter and her whole family are talking about doing one in June of this coming year, but I don't think I'll be able to do it either. I think they picked out one that would be just more expensive than my pocketbook can handle for right now, especially with the price of the campground. And if I don't get somebody to go with me that wants to go, because Joey doesn't want to, so I would have to do it Mid-America's 16th Deep Fork Campground, Eufaula. Thank you, Jan. You're a sweetheart. Okay. So I know I've got all these dates all screwed up, guys, but I am so sorry for y'all. Anyway, we just got in here, got going, and I just wanted to let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all, the ones that do support me every week, that do watch my videos and check them out. Thanks so much for coming in. I haven't really gotten anything out this week. I've got some stuff in queue to try to get going, but just have not gotten it out yet or published yet. So hopefully we will get something out in the next few days. But I just wanted to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all, and for you guys to be nice to other people, because we don't know what they're going through. If somebody's ugly to you, just try to smile and bear it, because we don't know what's going on with their lives. Probably the meanest I've ever been was the day my father-in-law was dying, and I went to McDonald's to get some drinks for everybody. And the lady kept asking me over and over, "What'd you say? What'd you say?" And I just went off. And when I got up to the window, all them people were standing there looking at me like, "Oh, there's Peter. Hello, Peter. How are you? Old Man King. Good to see you, dear." Yeah, it was just, I felt so bad. I really did. And I apologized to the ladies and tried to explain to them, but I know they thought I had lost my ever-loving mind. It's not hard to lose, guys. So I really messed up. But I'm going to get out of here a little bit early. Just wanted to tell y'all how much I love y'all, how much I appreciate y'all. And y'all come back. We'll see y'all next week. Good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise. Knock the power out of the internet out over here. So we will see y'all later. Love you guys. I can get this cursor to go over here and click us off.